and it's Andy Perrier, Jim Eubanks, Donnie Perrier, Roger Schaefer, Dave Holloway, and Norman Perry on the green. They go down in turn number 1. Watch them run out of turn number 1. The Perrier brothers up in front. Up on the outside, round number 17, the Chevrolet of Jim Eubanks. Here comes the number 6 automobile. He's charging Dave Holloway on the low side now in the purple and white. 37 Ford. Sitting back in number 4 position. You got the Chevrolets out in front right now, but here comes a Ford. Car number 6, Dave Holloway in the Ford, chases out of turn number 3, puts the blitz on out of turn number 4. Perrier leads them as they run down in turn number 1. The 17 automobile, Jim Eubanks, looks to the inside of Donnie Perrier down that back stretch. Car number K9 coming up fast now, Roger Schaefer. He's looking for running room out of turn number 4. Moving down into turn number 1, the 17 car on the inside of Perrier. Puts on a good charge. They go door to door at turn number 2, Eubanks. Now in the number 2 position. All the way deep down now in turn number 3, and he comes out of 3. Moving down the front way. We got a car sideways, but that's a Robert Lewis automobile. As we watch the field get going, he brings it down the back stretch, and the caution comes out. Caution comes out. Well, that's a motorcycle rider for you. Car number 11. Robert. Out of turn number 3, all the cars now charging out of 3 into 4. Straight away. Round in turn number 1, hard now out of turn number 2. There's the run up front once again. Down that back straightaway area. Trying to play catch up. The run's on for the lead right now. We are watching Jim Eubanks. Eubanks puts the pressure on back in 2nd position. Eubanks right there. Perrier in front. Perrier in 3rd. Eubanks in 2nd. He looks to the low line out of turn number 4. Both these cars are tied up very tight out of turn number 2. It's door-to-door action. Coming up fast right now, the number 1 of Norman Perry. Norman Perry, number 1. That's a 37 Ford, I believe. Let's see. 37 Ford, Norman Perry on the move, chasing those Chevys. As he rounds number 2 turn, it's Jenkins out, Eubanks out in front. Right now, Eubanks has taken over the number 1 position. Jim Eubanks out in front. And we've got Andy Perrier back in 2nd, Donnie Perrier in 3rd, and the number 1 car, Norman Perry, back in number 4, and he's got a long way to go to reel in those Chevrolets. 3 Chevrolets and 1 Ford. Then we have back in 5th position the 6th car. That's Dave Holloway and another Ford. And the Chevrolet K9 coming up to do battle. That'll be Roger Schaefer. But your 3 front runners pretty well diced out, and the 1 car a long way back in a short time to do it in here tonight, Norman Perry. 10 down, 15 to carry. As your leaders round turn number 2, charging down that back straightaway area, Jim Eubanks sits out there in the lead position. All the cars going for it. We're watching out Donnie Perrier on the inside of his brother Andy Perrier. They do battle for number 2 spot. A lot of action back in the pack right now, but your front running cars are the ones putting on the show. Joe Eubanks out in the position. He takes the low line out of turn number 2. The 11 car of Andy Perrier sliding back just a bit. And the Donnie Perrier number 23 car, not that far back, but here's another car trying to advance up through the pack. And this is the number 75 automobile. He started pretty far in the rears, but he's closing down on them. He started way in the back, Randy Richardson Jr. Randy Richardson Jr. car number 75, the red, white, and blue 37 Ford. 37 Ford flatback coach moves out of turn number 2, and he's chasing the front runners, trying to play catch-up. He has now moved up into number 5 position. You want to watch that 75 car. run down. Car number 75, Randy Richardson Jr. on the move. Meantime, out in front, Jim Eubanks. The Purrier brothers second and third. We then have the one car, and that's Norman Perry, and the guy that's on the move right now would have to be car 75, Randy Richardson's back in 5. He's closing down if the laps don't close down for him as they put the lap down on the number 13 automobile. Closing down on car number 13, Paul Ludwiger. Up on the outside of Ludwiger. The race resumes out in front once again, but Eubanks has got it. Here comes a charge for 4th position. Car number 75, Randy Richardson. Randy Richardson trying to make his presence felt. Looks to the outside of Norman Perry as he come out of turn number 2. He's got a long way to go and a short time to do it in, but that little Ford is flying here tonight. And we got fire in car number 6. He pulls that car off the track and out of harm's way. Pulls it off the track. Old brakes got hot on him. Those brakes got mighty, mighty hot. Meantime, we've got a run going for the number 3 position. Now moving into number 4. The 75 car, Randy Richardson, as they charge down that back straightaway. Meantime, Jim Eubanks sits up in second, or first, that is. And they go deep down now into turn number 1. Here comes the battle. Watching now as Randy Richardson closes down out of turn number 4. Randy Richardson chasing the Purrier brothers. They move out of turn number 1. Jim Eubanks out in front. Here's the battle. We have a battle for number 2 position shaping up right now. Let's watch it. Watch that car, number 75. Look to the outside. He chases through, moves into number 3 spot. That's Randy Richardson. Randy Richardson up on the outside. They're getting ready to carry him high. Man, that guy is flying. They'll get the 1-lap signal this time around. Jim Eubanks, Andy Purrier, Randy Richardson. Richardson knows he's got to do it right now. Here he is coming from dead last all the way up to second as he charges by on the outside to take home. Well, I wouldn't want to call it, but I tell you, it certainly is a mighty close one indeed. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Jim Eubanks takes the victory. Jim Eubanks takes the victory, and coming across. Congratulations, man. Great race out there. You got out there and went on away from it. There was a lot of action behind you, though.
Yeah, it was pretty tough at first. Pretty smooth race. We didn't have but 1 caution. That I think that played in, you know, to my advantage. Number 1, I want to thank Rick Hendrick Chevrolet for sponsoring this race. I don't know about the fans, but you know, me as a legend car driver, I love to race here, and I wish we got to race here more. But you know, they're few and far between. But when we're here, we really love to race it, and I hope the fans enjoy it too. But definitely want to thank Rick Hendrick Chevrolet. I'd like to thank also a couple of my sponsors, R&M Construction and Pro Fast Racing and Terry's Treasures. So definitely enjoyed it.
It's kind of interesting to look at your number 17 on there and the color. You probably had no idea of this, but way back about 1948, there was a driver came out of Miami, Florida, named Glenn Fireball Roberts. Had that same number and very much the same paint job. Of course, the car was a 34 Ford, but still in all, he was out there doing a job, and it brought back a lot of memories tonight. And again, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And we got the gentleman here, Mr. Alfred from Rick Hendrick Chevrolet.
Oh, I tell you what, Jim, congratulations on behalf of Rick Hendrick Chevrolet in downtown Durham, and for running a really exciting race. And I'd like to get the Legends cars back here again. I really enjoy them.
I really do.
He likes those Chevrolets sitting up there in front. Tell the truth.
I'm a little partial.
There you go.
Well, we got a nice trophy down here, a nice hat, and we're going to go over here and talk to the good guys that, out of this gentleman here now. He's going to mess up all the Chevrolet folks' weekend. Came from last, folks, Randy Richardson Jr. Where'd you come from anyway, man? Whoa, how about it? He's a 1937 Ford this time.